tie, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Cardinals nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. 27 yards there, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
I know you ain't got.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
First down.
Here we go. Black 80!
I got
Get hot!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20!
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on second down, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, second and goal. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Right there. 54 Mike.
On second down, here's Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014, and remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Murray fighting, lost the football, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ricky. That's it. Right there. 54.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. The pass complete. It's Bird. That one goes for 24 yards. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. Finding some room at midfield. Andy Isabella was the intended target. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there. Get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Murray now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Braxton Berrios, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space,
Here we go.
he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo lets it go for Nelson. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2-for-1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Murray now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The tackle by Derwin James. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
56 is the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Murray to air it out again. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Johnson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey. That's mine. I got him.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's good for 28 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He finds his man Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Demir Bird, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll go to Barkley again. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Play action. Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late.
Here we go, here we go.
Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. Now Saquon Barkley, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come on.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. They'll run it with Johnson. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Morris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
You got nothing.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Able to find Isabella. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it.
And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Alfred Morris, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On second down, here's Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Garoppolo. And able to find Green. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Barkley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 35 on second down, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, gun. I got them. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Andy Isabella was the intended target. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get...
And got his man complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game.
Here we go.
This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Motion out of the back. One, Omaha.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs?